we're once again back with a regular fucking interview from my dumb ass. We're here with Rhythm. If you could give us a bit of an introduction, it'd be lovely.
Okay. Hi. My name is Rhythm. I've been playing Overwatch since 2017, and I've always made Ana.
Yeah, so pretty much, and she's on the desk, well, the bar table because Anna's just a fucking midget in the day. It's how it is. It's a decent view. I won't complain, but obviously, I met a lot of folk I meet is just through TikTok. That's literally it. Snap, met through that, got him to do that, and I met Rhythm. I met you through him,
Hello.
uncoincidentally, of course.
Uh,
I saw. I just didn't want to take that. Well, I saw. Anime. Now I just follow her and just annoy her. And then I started adding you in Miguelo hara edits because of him.
oh,
You
yeah,
wanna
he's my
you
favorite.
you want to explain the attraction there?
Uh, well, I don't know. I guess it's because he's a bit different than the stereotypical Spider-Man.
Well, he's big, he's mean, he's
Oh, that's
beefy,
true. But
he's
if you go
Mexican.
back and read, if you go back and read the older comics, like when he first came out in 1992, 1994, I think. He's actually a redhead, but
Yeah,
he was a bit different because he wasn't like a teenage Spider-Man. He was like an adult, like a grown adult. He had his, like a good job.
he's a grown ass man playing fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah, pretty much. But the world he was living in was also different because he's from the year 2099. So, it's got that like cyberpunk retrofuturism. I don't know. I think he's really cool. I think he's a really cool take on Spider-Man.
Yeah, fair enough. And additionally, why did you just decide to main Anna in the first place?
Uh, okay, so when Overwatch came out in I think 2016, I actually wasn't fully convinced to play it. I was in high school at the time, and one of my friends who would end up becoming my boyfriend at the time was really excited about it, and he was showing me all the heroes that were showcased before the game actually came out. And Reinhardt had come out, and he was one of the first heroes ever even created for the game. I was like, I don't know. About a year, not even really a year, a few months after they started releasing new heroes, and Ana was the first. And immediately I loved her. I thought she was like the coolest thing. When I was finally able to get the game, she was the first hero I picked up. But she has I don't want to say super high skill ceiling because she's, it's really all about aim and game sense. So it took me a really long time to actually learn her, and I refused to play anybody else at the time. So I was playing Ana and then I was playing Reinhardt, and that was about it. But after a while, once I finally learned how to aim and learned that adjusting your settings is actually a good thing, I finally started getting okay at her.
I just completely suck ass at Anna. That I wanna fucking lie. Um, Reinhardt is my boy. He'll always be my boy.
Oh,
It's
definitely.
just he's fun. He's simple, and he gets the job
He is
done.
fun.
And the Captain Amari skin. You want to explain the fact that you use that? You want to explain yourself there?
Uh,
It's a good skin, but you know.
I don't know. I think this is like one of her prettiest skins. She doesn't have a whole lot of quote unquote girly skins.
Or young skins.
And yeah, she has her young skins and that's it. Um, I
I'm
also
I'm just
like this
saying.
skin a lot.
I'm just saying a young Anna Summer skin would go hard.
Oh, very much. I wish we had more of her when she was a bit younger, but oh well.
In her
But I like
prime.
this skin a lot too.
Before
I
she
like
lost
it
the
too
fucking eye.
because I remember in high school I cosplayed as her. Um, and my at the time boyfriend would match. He came as Reinhardt. I thought it was really cute. Because we were a duo. Yeah. Okay. Bye bye. Oops, sorry about that. You want me to
No,
repeat that?
I'll probably cut that part out. It's fine. Don't worry. You were saying about you and his past boyfriend and the Reinhardt cosplay. She's
I mean, not to like dox myself, but I do kind of look like her. Um,
fair enough.
Same skin tone, same hair color. So when I did, I ended up straightening my hair, which I never do, instead of buying like a wig and styling that.
Yeah, fuck wigs. Like, there's been so many cosplayers out there who have just decided they're like,
I mean,
no,
I
I don't
mean,
like
wigs
wigs.
aren't that bad. It's better than constantly dyeing your hair
It's
because
it's
dyeing your hair damages it heavily.
it's when you get up to like
Um,
the higher skill ceiling when it comes to styling wigs for certain characters. Like so many cosplayers were cosplaying Ruby from K-pop Demon Hunters at the moment, or the big ass pleat is a pain in the arse.
oh yeah,
It's genuinely a
but like
pain.
the end result's really cool. I don't
Usually,
know. I
yeah,
think
yeah,
it's super
usually it
cool.
is. And another thing, what is it? Why did you start doing content exactly?
Gosh, I don't remember. I think 2024, 2023. I think that's when I started. Uh, and it didn't really start like that. It started more like just showing stuff to my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Because so the reason why I stopped doing it on YouTube and having the little unlisted ones there was because they stopped supporting the transfer of that. So YouTube would no longer support recording the videos and then directly broadcasting from there. And I had to get creative. So I ended up finding an old USB stick from when I was in college that was pretty much empty. I think the only things that were on there were old assignments that I had transferred over to my laptop permanently. And I started transferring my stuff back and forth there. Then I started getting into like a little bit of editing, and then I just kind of turned it into a hobby.
Yeah, it was just fair. It was just fair enough. It's what I'm doing here. It's just it is what it is. It's fun. It's funny. You know, worst thing is putting up playing the games. Is one thing. That's grand. That's whatever. You can pump them out relatively easily, providing you play well. But reaching out to content creators that are significantly larger than yourself, going, "Hey, can I interview you?" or "Hey, da 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 da." It is a really big pain in the ass. Because you run the risk of
Yeah.
them thinking, "Oh, this person's just using me." But like Snap, he was pretty quick to get back to me, and he was 100% down because he's fair, making the community better, making it more positive. Um, and instead of going for the likes of Fergal first, I thought, fuck it, I'll jump the gun. I'll try my luck with Perpzuki, which worked out, thankfully. Which really did work out, and she's a lovely person. Um, Snap did suggest Mavis, or I think it's Angry Fox Noise as her handle is. You gotta work somehow contact her on that. Because TikTok have a weird limit on the cap where you can send someone, so you basically avoid spam. And I already replied to one of Mavis' stories, so can't reach out to her there.
Yeah.
So I might have to employ Snap's help there for that one, unfortunately, which might be a bit of a nuisance. He might not be, uh, you know, willing to, but it just depends. He probably wouldn't understand. He's a very nice guy, but don't really push my luck with him.
Mm.
So it is a pain in the ass at times. I thought I kind of knew I'd get two answers from Snap. I got the one I wanted, which is a good thing. First interview, wow, went well. That gave me the confidence to go right. Okay, fuck it, I know I can do this. And then I interviewed my friend Sushi, a lovely guy. Um, but in terms of there's a lot of smaller content creators out there, especially in the Overwatch space. There's so many of us out there. It's unfucking real. Ultimately,
Yeah.
I do want to interview Poe. Um, but that's another kettle of fish entirely. It's another ball of fish. But in terms of your content in the future, you're just gonna keep doing what you're doing, which is like play the games and just like your takes and certain stuff like your dream rotation and all that.
um, I'm not sure. Right now, I'm having fun. It seems like my takes and stuff like that seem to do better than my actual gameplay. I've thought about maybe rebranding, but I'm not sure
Because
because I love Overwatch so much that I don't know.
so with that dream rotation trend, you put in your video, you don't know what's getting passed around. Have you since figured out what gets passed around with that trend?
Of course I did. That's why I posted it.
Okay, good, because you put but I don't know what's getting passed around that. So a gabagoo. Um, but yeah, rebranding, as you said, it is a thing that everyone will go through when it comes to content. Um, but if you were to rebrand, what would you go through? That's the main thing.
Um, I guess it would start with an aesthetic change. In terms of Overwatch, I've always been blue. I've always been associated with blue. All of the skins I use for most of the characters are
Or
either they're like
blue.
Overwatch, yeah, blue like the lore skins,
I
things
want
like that.
like
But
this one right here. So yeah,
in terms of my real life, I'm very pink. I'm very pink and purple, and we just don't have a whole lot of skins like that for the
no,
characters I
no, we
play.
don't.
I'm into J fashion. That's why my borders and my aesthetic are pretty similar to that. They're soft and cute, maybe with a little bit of edge, and I think it would reflect that more. I would probably
I
lean
won't
more
lie.
into fashion
I may be a
and things like
2005. I may be a 2005 baby, but I have no fucking clue what the hell J fashion is. I don't have a Scooby Doo.
that. J fashion means Japanese fashion, so anything that has a subculture or style that originates there usually would originate in Harajuku. That's a big fashion scene over there, and that's what I've been into
Hmm.
since I was a little kid.
I mainly just dress as a bootleg Dean. I just have Dean Winchester's dress style, which is how I rock my fits, and it works. So um, but have you ever tried? Have you ever? So I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals recently. Like I've been playing a lot of it. Um,
Nah,
honestly,
I haven't played.
it's mainly just for a break from Overwatch. I've been kind of on a hiatus. I've not really been uploading either, and TikTok and shit, just because it's like I'm having fun with Rivals. Because Rivals is something that you can just sit down and play. Don't get me wrong, you'll have those sweaty little fucking bastards in there, same as Overwatch, but it's in any game you go to. Because for a while I was thinking about rebranding to Siege when I was in the height of my Siege. Ultimately
Mm,
decided no, they're gonna do that. Reinhardt has too much of a choke hold on me. Went to
yeah, I've
Rivals.
heard that from a lot of people that there's certain characters that don't really have a replacement in Marvel Rivals, and they
No,
end up
no.
coming back to Overwatch.
So with Rivals, there's no one who is really like Reinhardt. The closest one you'll get to Reinhardt is Captain America. But then again, his
Mm.
shield is just for himself, and it's not for his team. Strange is the closest to that.
Oh.
But in terms of Rivals, I mean Psylocke, because I'm trying to Lord Psylocke. Psylocke is very close to
Oh.
Genji, but kind of Genji on steroids. Um, so she's fun. A lot of people give Marvel Rivals shit because it's a quote unquote Gunner game with the summer skins, but they know their audience. They know their audience in all this.
Ooh. That was my dog.
But a lot of the time, I don't know if you notice, when Overwatch is in a really shitty state, the game gets less toxic because they all fuck off to rivals, and vice versa, which is why there's just sudden surges in toxicity.
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of more unsavory players who take it too seriously tend to hop between games that I guess are getting the most attention, updates, are in the most quote unquote stable condition, whereas people who are more loyal to a game will just stick through the
Oh
game
yeah,
regardless of the updates, which
yeah.
is someone like me. Also, I'm broke. I don't buy a lot of games. When I buy games, I want to know what I'm getting into.
Best thing is, Rivals
And
is free.
yeah, they do have, in terms of monetary transactions and
Yeah,
such,
every game
I
will have
think
that.
they're a bit better because you can buy older battle passes and work your way through those.
Which is why I kind of appreciate Rivals in that sense.
I do commend them for that, but
It's
at the same time, I'm not very into Marvel
Yeah, which
Rivals
is fair
a
enough.
whole lot.
I do
Um,
wish Overwatch would take some notes from Rivals in some aspects.
Overwatch has a bigger place in my heart. I've been playing for years now, and I have so many fond memories that it's not easy for me to just hop over to another game.
I
Also, I don't have anything to play it on. It's PS5, not PS4, so I'm stuck here.
in last gen. Oh no. But no, it's just Rivals does a lot of things better than Overwatch, and Overwatch does a lot of things better than Rivals. They're both really good games. It's just the communities that's drag them down, which is why I hope to God we get a Snap 2.0 in the Rivals community, because honestly, it's fucking needed. Um,
Yeah,
Snap,
it's weird
be
seeing
the
because
Messiah.
I've been in here for years, and it's weird seeing Marvel Rivals go through the exact same
Same,
thing
yeah, it's just going through
Overwatch
phase.
did, but way faster. I remember seeing the discourse of like what tanks need to do versus what
It's
supports need to
because
do.
I think it's because Overwatch has mainly kind of made it so we know what a tank needs to do. We know what a DPS and support need to do. Plus, Overwatch has actually gotten better since Rivals' release. So its
It has.
competition,
I think the competition,
it was
yep,
needed
it needed
because
a competitor.
With Rivals, you hold your ult in between rounds. You see if you end the round on 72 ult charge, you'll start the next round on 72 ult charge, which I love.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I really like that change. But for Overwatch, the ults are a lot stronger, in my opinion. A lot of them are, like some Nano,
Nana, ooh, Junos,
Juno. Yeah, a lot of them are
Beam.
Life Weaver Stream, etc. So it makes sense why you start from fresh with no ult charge in the next round of Overwatch. It makes sense, but I like how Rivals lets you do that. But in Overwatch, if you could take your ult there, everyone would ult the point immediately, which is what happens in Rivals. So
Oh,
you've got 12. At times you'll have 12 ults going off at once.
oh, that sounds like sensory
Hell,
overload.
it is. It generally is. But one like we said, like you said, the battle passes. I wish Overwatch would allow you to go back and complete battle passes. They'll know what battle
Which,
passes
right.
is you have completed or not. So if they give you the option to complete battle passes you haven't done and you had, it's great. Um, okay, I'm not saying let us buy old battle passes because honestly I think that would be a bit stupid because old battle passes are very shit compared to the ones we have right now. The battle passes we have right now are phenomenal. They're so much better
Mm.
than they were at launch. We've got legendary loot boxes, which is amazing. We can choose if we want to get the season's mythic, which was a great change. Because you know what, not everyone wanted to go along and get the mercy mythic or something like that, or the Juno mythic. Not
Mhm.
everyone wanted that alt, that mythic. Not everyone wanted that choice. Everyone just wanted to do what the fuck they want. Now we can do that, which is great. It's awesome.
Yeah, I think giving if you have customization options like that or something that is character based, letting players choose to get what they want is infinitely better than being locked into a choice
Agreed.
that you're not that happy with. And gosh, it's so weird seeing. Overwatch with a battle pass.
It is.
Not to back in my day, we
Back
just
in
had
my
loot
day.
boxes. But I also do miss events. My two favorite events were the Halloween event, so Junkenstein, and the Archives event, which was the lore-based
Yeah, which
events,
I am
and
glad.
those would. Oh,
I am
I
glad.
miss those so
Yeah,
much.
I am glad Junkenstein is in Overwatch 2. I started in Overwatch 2. I started the day Overwatch 2 dropped. So
Um,
I've been with Overwatch 2 since the fucking get go, near enough. Since day one of launch, which is mental.
oh.
And now we're on like season 18, 20, give or take. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I think we're right. Yeah, season 18 is next, which is wild.
Yeah, but it's just a whole bunch of different things. Overwatch need to tweak so much. Um,
Yeah, it's
one major complaint two I have. One, I don't like May's major perk, which freezes you in place. I think that's fucking bullshit. Quite
oh,
frankly,
that wasn't even a perk back in the day. That's
no,
just
it
what
wasn't.
she did.
But it makes sense. I can understand her alt freezing because it's an ultimate ability. Her primary fire doesn't make sense. It's stupid. Remove it. There's a
It
reason why. There's too much CC in the game. Well, then I need more. Another thing, Maximilian's Vault, right? It is shit.
it could definitely be better. I think that
They they
they
preached.
need to do a better job of picking the skins you can get and picking the prices.
Well,
It it really should read with the characters you play the most. Last vault I didn't get a whole lot of good skins
neither did I.
because I just didn't play those characters as much,
Worst thing
and I
is,
didn't have enough money to
yeah.
justify getting any of them.
Here's the thing: they preach that yes, Maximilian until it will look into your profile and see who you play. Okay, sure, cool. And then that needs to give me the reskin lifeguard Mercy skins. Like I rarely touch Mercy.
They
I like
gave me Symmetra, and I don't play Symmetra at
yeah,
all.
exactly. It's like I open Maximilian's Vault. I'm thinking, right, if it's pulling from my heroes, I'm either going to get Reinhardt skins or Brig skins, not fucking Hanzo. Not
Yeah, I was.
Hanzo, not Lifeweaver, not fucking Mercy. I'm not gonna get that shit because I don't play them. Okay, yes, I've played Mercy and I occasionally play her for fucking shits and giggles, so I could do a death metal version of Sweet Little Bumblebee. I mean, that's a different story for a
But
different day.
there's no pattern of
No,
you playing her, and it doesn't
I and
quite understand
I
that.
think the prices aren't too bad, but they're still a bit pricey for some folk.
Yeah,
It's
they're just pricey in general. Microtransactions in
but
games
at
has
the same
gotten
time,
quite
the
high.
only thing that's really worth it is the battle pass. Because you get fucking loot
Yeah,
boxes. That's the thing. We get loot
you
boxes
get
now, so there's not
loot
really
boxes,
much
you get
unless
skins as well as currency, so
unless
it kind of
yeah
almost pays for
un,
itself.
unless you're wanting a certain skin, there's no point paying for it. And the legacy credits, the free credits, such an amazing change, very much needed. I believe, in my
Yeah,
opinion. Um,
um,
but I'll ask you one or
it's
two more.
good that they give you the
Yeah. Oh yeah.
currency. Unfortunately, you always just gotta wait like one extra season
Yeah.
or like a few extra tiers to get the next battle pass if that's something you're
Well,
interested in.
you can also just combine the two currencies to buy a skin, which is really good. It's a really nice thing they did. Right, so I'll ask you like one or two more questions as well, just while we're here, before we wrap it up. What's the reason behind your name? Like,
Well, I've had this username for ages. I originally made it because I love rhythm games like Rhythm Heaven, Osu, Demo, things like that. I've always grown up with rhythm games, and Lloyd is because I like Vocaloid. I always I've grown up with that, listening to synthesizers and stuff
hmm
like that, and I just decided to combine the two.
now, were you a Geometry Dash kid?
No, I wasn't. I was a Rhythm Heaven kid. I was a Demo kid. That's like a piano based one because
hmm
I play piano. I've played piano since I was in second grade. So
Okay,
I have a lot of experience with music.
for everyone who's not in American, that what year second grade? Like, how far is that in your
When you're
edu?
in second grade, you're around. If okay, so say kindergarten is 5, first grade is 6, 7, second grade is 7, 8. You're set like 7 or 8 years old.
So you're looking about P2, P1, P2 version on P3, which is we work it differently here. Preschool, I think, is anything like three until you're 5. Then you go into 5 when you're at school. 5 and 6,
That's
then you
kind of
go
how
in.
we do it. It's just called
Um,
something different.
I kind of mind if they fucking changed it, but we call it nursery up here.
Mm. Well,
Nursery.
nursery for us is more like baby baby.
Yeah. No, we've got a whole different thing. We call that whatever the hell the company's called. Like we didn't exactly like fucking get a distinct name. So it just depends on where you are in the world. So you've had that name for God knows how long because you played rhythm games. Um,
I think
mine.
I've had this name since I was 12,
Well,
13.
if that doesn't
So all
show
of my accounts have
commitment, I
something
don't know
going
what the
on
fuck
there.
does. My name has been through a fucking roller coaster and a half. I used to be called something completely different. I'm not going to say it because, quite frankly, it was cringy as shit. I will tell you off recording because it's funny. So I took the name Dreadnought, put that in my PSN username, started doing stuff online for content. My mate's like, you gotta change it from Dreadnought, blah blah blah, to something else. Shortened it to Dready, and then this is when his live shit was at the peak. I've explained this before. Then I just slapped his live in the end, and that's how it is. And I'm just referred to by Dready. So many folk. It's I'll hear someone say dread like they said like someone said like Dready, and I was walking and I just turned around and looked at the person, and they just kind of looked at me and like, you good? I'm like, yeah, sorry, I thought you were speaking to me for a second. I had to make some awkward excuse as well to fucking run. It's not fun. When you're so used to be calling what called one thing, you hear someone else say that name, you instinctively say it. It's like I get called the Dawn in my group a lot. I'm known as the Dawn. So if I hear anyone like say the Dawn IRL, it's like I've got to resist going, yes, I heard my name. I have to resist it so much. It's unfucking real.
I have to do that for rhythm too. Like it'll just be like a word in passing conversation, but I perk up when I hear it because I've
It's
been called
instinct.
rhythm for well over a decade now.
Yeah, it's just pure instinct. That's all it fucking is. You're just going off a
It's like your little nickname.
yeah. You just go off a pure instinct and just what you know works and how much you've been called. So I'll wrap it up here just because there's a point in rambling and prolonging this, I suppose. So is there anything final you would like to say?
Um, I guess. What should I say?
I don't know.
I don't know. I guess I hope you all have a good day. Um, I hope you take time for yourself and take care of yourself. And to be cheesy and to quote Anna Amari, never stop fighting for what you believe in.
Fair enough. And I'm going to end this the way I leave all our stat streams. Eat well, rest well, play well. Good night, you lazy fucks.